Me.
Hey! Oh, always gonna start with my jazzy hands.
Okay.
So listen, I'm here with Elix. He looks a little bit different. He looks pretty, right, Elix? This is Denise, I meant to ask you too, Denise, is it Andrioli?
Andrioli.
Andrioli.
Good job.
Yeah, look at I'm good.
Yeah.
So it's me and my good friend Denise, who is, hey, Joanna. Also a medium, and Elix is away on business, so he is. Tammy, how are you? He is away on business until Friday, so I wanted to have a guest. Hey, Jane, everyone say hi to Denise.
Hi.
So we're going to do the show together, which I'm really, really excited because I've been doing the show almost a year in July, and I've never had a guest besides my dolls, right? My
Yes,
fake humans, right? So... look at, hey, Stephen and Denise.
Hi.
So here you got two mediums, as I put on Facebook, for the price of one, right? So much energy. And the first time I tried to put Facebook Live on, it wasn't going on. And I know it's because of this one's energy is so strong. It was like kind of screwing stuff up. So, hey, David. Hey, Amy. And Patricia is here. And Shauna. David, I'm not sure if... I meant to ask you ahead of time if I could say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. David, who's on here, made something for me, and it's in the studio. So what I'll do is I'll get a chance and I'll grab it probably when we get into the studio. David, it is the most spectacular thing I've ever seen. It is
so much detail.
Oh my God, it's incredible. It really is incredible. So I thank you, David, for it. And people looking at it are going to be wild.
Yeah.
Like the talent, David, you have is incredible. And I said I was going to ask you first if I could sort of publicize it, but I guess too late.
Yeah.
But David, I'm sure you this is something that you should be so proud of. Hi, Diana, whoever Diana is. Hey, Janice and Kathy.
She follows me.
Oh, Diana.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Diana, of course.
Well.
Yes, of course.
Yep, she follows both of us.
No, David, thank you. So listen, so here you have Through the Static with two mediums. Two mediums. There she is. And
Hi.
not for nothing, but is she so cute? But Denise, your hair is beautiful. Seriously, it's beautiful.
The frizz game's on.
No.
Italian.
So we're going to when we get into the studio and calls come in, we're going to we can do one each. We can do a tag team. Whatever works. Whatever works. You know what? The great thing about this is that there's no rules. So whatever happens, happens, right?
Yep.
So this one's good too. This one's really good. Denise actually said to me once in Messenger, she was saying that my father connects with, I don't know if you're going to remember this, Denise, with Blue Jays.
Sometimes they do and sometimes they
Blue
don't.
Jays.
Okay.
And
I remember
I'm telling
that
you,
one.
she's so on the money because every time something's going on with me or I'm down or so, I look out the damn window.
Oh, you see
Blue Jay.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we have a lot of birds because we have a feeder, but the Blue Jays are always there and I'm like, Denise.
Yeah.
So Donna Del Vecchio's watching. So Denise, it's really interesting with Facebook Live that hey Shauna, this is the third week that Spirit has actually been coming to me before the show.
Yes,
I mean, does that happen? I mean, with you too?
Yes, I pushed everybody out of my house way before I got here. I have to get dressed. Stop coming in right now.
She's bringing all the spirit. So
actually, I asked my own family to leave because they were coming in, and I was like, you can't be here today.
That's a good thing, right? Because we need everybody else to come in for these messages. But the past 2 weeks,
hi, Donna.
Facebook Live. You know Donna?
No, she said hi, Denise.
Oh.
I'm reading.
I gotta stop. I'm like, as Elix says, I'm ADHD. I'm so bad. So what? So Elix is in Texas. He's working. He's bringing home the bacon, I guess, and he's doing so incredibly well. So I haven't seen him. He called right before I left my phone in the studio, and Mark is doing his show, and like a dope, I'm showing no, I wasn't a dope for this. I was showing the guys in the back what David made me, and I left my phone in the studio. So here's Mark doing his show, and my phone starts ringing. And sure enough, who is it? But it's Elix. You know, so Elix gives Mark issues anyway. So why not? He's not even here,
he's not
and he's
here,
giving him issues
exactly.
too. Hey, Michelle and Judith and everybody else who's on here. This is my first time with Denise. Denise,
Yes,
the medium,
excited.
also. So this is going to be great too. You know, when we get on the show, I'm just going to ask you about, you know, how this all came to you, like your
Okay.
mediumship stuff. And Denise, what time is it? I get
It's
it.
almost time. I looked.
Okay, so we get a couple of minutes. So just for Facebook Live people, did you know this, that you were gifted since a little girl?
So I did, but I was told, you know, I'm raised Catholic, so they told me that I was just seeing things, or, you know, you're dreaming.
But you were little, like little?
I
little?
was, and then my grandmother, when she had passed, I knew it was going to happen, so it scared me a little bit, so I blocked it.
Wow.
And I went through like a phase in my time that I was trying to find myself, a little wild and stuff, and I asked for direction, and it just fell into place, and as soon as I was ready, it just opened up.
Wow.
It's been a long 9 years, but I finally got to where I need to be.
That's
Yeah.
good though. That's
Yeah.
that's all that matters, and it's amazing. You know, I always tell people that each one of us are so different, right? And how
Yes.
this kind of unfolds, and sometimes based on what's going on, it's like you feel like nothing's going on spirit wise, and then you know, because you just got so much crap. But it's a way to say you got to deal with this crap, right?
Exactly.
And that's for everybody, right? I mean,
Exactly.
it's the way it is. You gotta, you know.
It's no
you-
different for us than everybody. That's what I tell them.
Exactly, Denise. It's the same exact thing. You know, and one of the things that I also tell people is that sometimes you have to take like an intermission. You gotta
Yes.
you've got to stop and, you know, just
I do
like
a lot of self-care.
yeah, exactly,
lot of
Denise. And just,
self-care.
you know, just like these major Broadway plays, you know, in New York or wherever, they have an intermission, right, to regroup, to change costumes, to whatever. I was listening to Iyanla Van Zan, who is an incredible coach, and she was just talking about the same thing about intermission, in that, you know, sometimes we need that. We need just to take a break, and so that we can get refreshed and move forward.
I call it recharging.
With
Like a
Denise,
battery.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's
recharge.
it. But for anybody, it's so key. But for people that are very sensitive to energy, like us, it's really important, right? I mean, to recharge and whatnot.
I agree.
Hey, Amy and Katie and everybody else. So, Elix didn't let his hair grow. This is not Elix. This is Denise.
She's so nationality and everything.
And just before we go over, who's Linda or Lori? There's someone in spirit here for somebody on here. I keep getting Laura, Linda. There's an L name here, and I have no idea who it's for. Hey, Tammy, Heidi. Did he freeze? Did he freeze?
Did we freeze?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Heidi, clearly you're not been in the studio, because we're not freezing. For me, that studio's like, it's like on fire.
I'm really
it's
hot right
so,
now.
Yeah, it's so hot in that studio. I'm gonna be doing
Yeah.
readings and sweating. I don't. You know, that's the thing, is that, you know, we're in conversation, and then you just look and see a comment. I don't know if Heidi's talking to somebody else. She's talking to us. Did he freeze?
Maybe we froze at one point.
Oh, maybe we did. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have an Aunt Linda. Oh, Shauna. There's another Linda.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Linda
so
here.
Linda-
No, Shauna. So your Aunt Linda, who's crossed, is here. She's just giving a big shout out to you. So, and she says 5 too, Shauna.
Yeah.
There's something like.
And everything's going to be okay.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, everything's going to be okay. I don't know why you need to know that.
But Aunt Linda's here, and Linda did 5 kids. May the 5th of the month, Shauna. So I don't know. And Luis, well, it's, you know, that's the cool thing. My mother is. Oh my God, Kathy, your mother is Laura also.
They might be piggybacking each other?
Yeah. Is Kathy? I can't remember. Your mom is crossed, right? Denise, what time is it? 5 o'clock.
It says you, Michelle.
The Puerto Rican, usually guides me, right? He tells me like
We're just
when
in
it
it.
is. Exactly. Denise and I are going to just keep going. We're going to just have all this fun.
Mark's by himself. sleeping there.
Yeah, then we're gonna have the station manager, like, Steven, if you want your show, you gotta get in there. So we're gonna have to move over soon. Hey, Erica, I love that everybody's here with the double. I'm on hold already. Wow, you're on, David, that's so funny. That's great. So stay on hold so that I can thank you and we can see what we can pick up for you guys. So your mother-in-law, Kathy, is Laura.
There's a lot of, yeah, it's probably why Linda showed up.
Exactly. Shauna, what's the 5 though? Unless that's for you, Kathy. I can't tell.
I think it's for Kathy. It felt like a Linda. So you were right.
It's Laura. So Kathy, what's the 5th? The May or and it could be double, like you said.
Yeah,
it could be piggybacking
piggyback.
for Shauna with the 5 too. May and sometimes do you get this? They double, triple, quadruple. It's like
and they switch sometimes.
Yes.
Like if they know each other, they play jokes.
Yes.
And I'm like, stop it, stop that.
But they don't listen.
No,
they so don't listen, right? So. Okay, on hearts, a lot of hearts, please, and please share this so that people can see that we're on. I think we've got to get over 502. 502, yeah. Oh, we gotta go. So just follow us. We're gonna go to. This is my new friend Denise.
Very warm in the mid.
Am I really late?
Tomorrow afternoon. As we go into Friday, it looks like
You got at least
again
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
A few showers.
Well, as soon as
Friday
this
night.
is
Right now,
over.
I haven't left you guys. We're just going crazy. Denise, here's your
Just make sure you can hear okay. They loud enough?
See what happens without Elix? I am so late.
I'm Jim
Oh,
Corbett.
Lord,
Well, we're really short today. Normally this runs 6-7 minutes.
Do I speak in this thing?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Paul Healy is crazy.
Oh, yeah. We know.
Oh, you
Okay.
forgot the
You about ready?
statue.
Oh yeah, I'll show it on break. Was that?
About ready?
Oh, I'm just checking. Like, can you hear?
Yep, I hear
Can you hear the music?
Okay.
And welcome to Through the Static. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and it is June 26th, I think, 2019. I can't believe that next month's going to be 1 year I've been doing the show, which is crazy. But the big news is, first of all, I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Coach Elix. He's not next to me because he is in Texas doing work and doing business and is doing incredibly well with what he's doing. But I have a guest. Well, of course, we have the incredible Mark producing, but we have a guest here, Denise Andrioli. Did I say it right?
You did.
Hey.
Hi.
And Denise is also a medium, so I'm gonna ask her a little bit about her, and then Denise will sort of chat before go to the first break, and then we'll start taking calls if there's calls, which generally there usually are calls, because I mean you got 2 for 1, right?
Yeah.
2 mediums for 1. So let me just quickly just give administrative stuff. So the 26th of July, I will be at the Elks in Attleboro. The tickets are selling so crazy, quicker than I thought. It's an amazing price at $25. So go to my website, Steven the Medium, and you can purchase tickets there. One thing that I'm going to do, which I didn't mention last time, and I didn't put on the flyer, is that I am just in the process of putting together a CD. And I am going to give the CD out to everybody that comes to the show. So $25, you get this incredible venue, maybe messages, and a CD. And the CD, it's 4 tracks, I believe it's going to end up. I wasn't sure if it's 4 or 5, and it's my first one that I've done. And it really is just the basics of mediumship. And it's something that I wish I had when I realized this was happening to me. It would have been nice to listen to to have a meditation on it. I mean, I know there were meditations around, but just I know
different.
it is, Denise. You know what? I didn't even know the terminology like spirit. I had no idea. So or what a medium was, or what a psychic was, and so to have something that would
really?
kind of like tell me on the CD, that's what I'm doing. So it's great, right? It's good. So let me switch to my guest, and let me just tell you, we're just on Facebook Live, and this one's a cutie. She's got hair
Thank
till
you.
next year, first of all, and it really is beautiful, Denise. It is. But so tell me, I mean, I know I brought this up at Facebook Live, but tell me how this whole mediumship came to you.
Okay, so as you know, I was born this way.
That's a song, isn't it?
When you're a child, you don't block it. You have nothing to block it. Raised Catholic, had a strong faith. I would see things like Mother Mary and stuff, and I'd be told I was dreaming, or "Oh, you got a good imagination, kid." I'm like, thanks.
Now, how old were you though? Like, really?
I never stopped. I had a cat that passed away, and I think I'm pretty sure I got hit by a car. My parents knew that and told me that it ran away, but I kept seeing the cat in the window, so they didn't know what to make of that.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Denise. So
Yeah.
this is when you were like a really young girl.
Yes, and around 12, 13 maybe, my grandmother passed away about a time. But I felt it all, and it scared me a little bit, so I just knew, and I didn't like that.
Oh my God.
So you don't really get rid of it, you don't really block it, but you're not so aware, I guess, of it. And I didn't know, like you said, I didn't know what a medium was. I thought this was normal. Everybody sees this stuff.
Well, I guess, yeah, especially because you're young,
Yeah.
and you just think, like, I think that's what kids think. They just think whatever's happening to them is happening
Yeah.
to everybody. But how was your family in reference to, like, that's a biggie when you come out and say,
they
with the
started
cat's in the
telling me,
window.
Yeah,
the,
I saw a
cat
past
that's-
life of mine. They told me that I was dreaming. Like that was something. I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Like I don't get this.
That's
Yeah.
impressive, though. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, to see
Thank
a past
you.
life with not even knowing you're calling it, because clearly you didn't. It just came, right?
I thought it was me who fell off the horse. It's like, I thought it was me. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
But so like when you tell mom, dad, or whoever's in the house, what's their reaction like when you
So
say?
I stopped telling because no one was believing me or taking me serious. And then my boyfriend at the time, when I was in my 20s, mom passed away, and she came to me.
Wait, his mom?
Yes.
The boyfriend's mom.
Lead up to that time, yeah. And I didn't know if I should say anything. When I did, I had a very negative response. So when I started seeing things, I didn't tell anyone.
Oh wow!
And then, we break up. We go through that phase in my life of really fresh. And I asked for direction, and I was brought to a priest, believe it or not, who told me to meditate. Very
Really?
weird, right? Very weird. Yes, spend time with Mother Mary, and as soon as I did that,
Isn't that so interesting that a
opened
priest had to
up.
meditate?
Yes.
It's so spirit, right? It's
Yeah,
so
so I go
spirit.
to a medium like us, and I'm like, I think I'm different. And she's like, you are. She's like, you are.
Just the hair alone.
Yeah. So, and, I started going to guided meditations with her, and she taught me a little bit of stuff, like, what I was seeing and things like that. And I opened up, and it's like a step ladder. So every time I connect, I open up more and more, and it amazes me.
Yeah, I love that you just said that, because it's something that I say all the time, that like we do this all the time, right?
Yeah.
But every day, don't you get amazed? It's like
Yes.
what you learn, and like you said in Facebook Live, how it changes. It
Yes.
shifts, it changes, it's not the same. It's
Yes, and I just the past 2 years, especially the last 6 months, I stepped into doing healings, and it amazes me what comes through because I never know. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm winging it.
no. Tell everyone who's listening, like, what do you mean with healings?
It's a divine healing. So it's energy work. It's removing blocks, helping them get through some emotional stuff. Sometimes just clearing energy.
So someone will just come in and like, will they?
So the last person I had, she had her sacral was blocked, her like her stomach area,
Right,
and all
right.
that. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Right.
And we went in, and actually what was blocking it was and this is the first time this has ever happened, because I don't connect with past stuff or anybody else. I connected with her past life that was blocking her in this life, and we tried to heal it together. She was very gifted as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
how wild
So
is that?
that was just like, whoa, it just happened.
It's so amazing too, like
It's like a
when it just
surprise.
happens,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's just like when you're a kid and you get a past life, or you're
Yeah.
trying to help somebody. I know the healing people come in, and when they leave, they're completely different, right? I mean, with
So
the healing
different.
process.
Just their face expressions, like it's lighter. I don't know how to explain that.
No, I
Yeah.
completely understand it. Now, is that when you say healing? Do you also do like Reiki also, or is that completely different?
So I guess I'm familiar with Reiki to a degree, and I guess that's on a universal level. But the divine healing's on all levels, so that's why I say I never know what's going on. Sometimes I'll connect with this is my friend David. I'm gonna throw that out there because I know I can. I worked on him, and we connected a lot of Egyptian stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and my other friend, Native American stuff, because they were like my guinea pigs of her.
We all need guinea pigs.
Yeah, I
We
was
do.
like, I want to make sure I'm doing this right.
Yeah, we all need guinea pigs.
Yeah, so it depends. Sometimes, once it was a priest's bottom with an elephant's head, and I had to figure that one out, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I know, right? I was like, I don't know what
Denise,
this
that's
was.
a doozy. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen some things, but that's a doozy. Like
I was just like, I'll get back to this.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing too. When part of being a medium, when spirit will show us these symbols, things,
Yes.
and then when you've never seen them, like I'm sure you never saw that, right?
No, and I have to stop and say, am I really seeing this? Am I really
Is
seeing this?
is that real?
Yeah.
But then trying to interpret it, to try to figure it out, it's not easy.
No, it's
sometimes.
It's like I say, it's like playing charades. Sometimes you never know what I'm like. They're doing this thing, and I'm like, listen, this makes no sense. No sense to me. Maybe it does to you. And I know, like again, I'm going to share with David. He was my first person I read for just read, and his grandmother came through showing me Whisk, the laundry detergent, and I was like, Whisk. And he's like, oh, she loved to do laundry. And I was like, wow, yeah, right?
So wild.
Yeah.
It's so cool how they just show certain things. And, it's almost like spirit just, like you, David's grandmother will give you Whisk and say, oh, now you know what to do it. Figure it out. Like, tell David. He'll
Pass that one on.
Exactly.
You're like, okay.
And sometimes, I don't know if this happens with you, sometimes if the person's not getting it, I'll ask again. And sometimes they're like, no, I give you enough.
Yeah, I
and
say
you're like,
hold it
yeah,
if it doesn't make sense.
Or or just move
Yeah.
on. Exactly, move on.
Sometimes they're
And
pushy, though. They come and they're like...
sometimes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
times spirit can be pushy. I have found, and I don't know if it's true with you, that, and this is, I get like this validated by the people I'm reading, is that so many of people in spirit maintain their same personality.
Yes.
Like they keep that same personality. I did a reading yesterday for a woman, and as soon as it was her mom that came through, and I said, she's in a beautiful way, the pushiest spirit I've ever. She just pushed everyone down and around, and the woman I was reading, she started laughing. She's like, that was so my mother. Like,
Yes.
if there's one thing to label my mother, that's to label my mom. So
Yeah.
they keep that. I don't know if it's all the time, but there are a lot of, for the most part,
Yeah.
from what I've seen,
I feel
it's
like
the
then
same
when they come back
personality.
to like this lifetime, as I like to mention, because I do believe there's many lifetimes, they do keep all that and they come back.
No, which is so cool, and I could have you here for like the next 17 shows, right? Because there's so much to talk about, Denise, and you're very interesting, especially the past lives and stuff.
Yeah, that's all new, so I
we
don't
have
really
our
do that.
look first break. How quick was that?
Okay, yeah,
First
great.
break. So 508-222-1320, and when we come back, we're gonna take some calls.
Okay.
Very good.
So
Wonderful.
she's so good, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Just so everybody knows, I do not specialize in past lives, so. Yeah,
because everyone's gonna be checking
I'm like,
it out.
I don't know what that just came up.
I went to if you guys are you're listening on Facebook Live, and Denise was talking about past lives, and I went to a salt cave in
7 o'clock p.m.
Is it Westport?
Westport. Yes, yes.
A friend of mine, I
And
think, works there.
Without same thing what happened, what you talked about. I was with Elix, my cousin, and my niece, and as I was laying there, each one of their past lives came through. I didn't call for it. I didn't know anything about it. So then we went to dinner, and I shared with them all their past lives. But before we left, my cousin, I think, was buying something, and there was a book on the counter, and they do events there. And as I was reading the like information about the Soul Cave, it talked about that it's like a perfect environment for past lives. I had no idea, and it just came like you. It just came. I had
I
no
didn't know that
idea.
either.
Had no idea. But
Wow.
I guess when you're thinking of the
Sea salt.
Exactly.
Raymond, yeah, that makes sense.
except when I smudge, I mean to put out the sage, I use sea salt. It's such a
do
like
you?
spirit. Yeah, it's such a
Wow.
spirit thing, connected, and clearly it's very connected because I had no idea. And so when we got into the car, Elix and my cousin and my niece Morgan were all like, "What was my past life? What was my past life?" And I'm like, "Can we just get to dinner
You're like,
first?"
"I don't know yet."
exactly. I'm like all three of you had like the greatest, like even
Yeah.
though I did have a great experience, but all of them are like all vegged out. And they didn't let me stop. Like once I finished one past life, then it was the next and the next. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. And Elix's past life was all about beers. He had beers, all kind of beers, like not. It could be the Rhode Island. Well, you know the Rhode Island accent. Not drinking beers, like
I
animal
knew what
beers.
you meant, but
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bears.
Yeah, beers.
Beer.
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not beers.
The animal.
Beers, yeah, beers. Brown beers, black beers, yellow beers, those beers. And there was an explanation for the beer. It was really cool. And like I think my cousin or my niece had. They were like, it was all animals. They were connected to like all the ocean and fish. It was wild. It was just so
Oh,
wild.
that's awesome.
It was really wild. But I am certified in Akashic Records, so I do past
Oh,
lives.
are you?
Yeah, and
That's awesome. That's good to know.
it's really wild how different it is. It's different. It's different on how you do the approach, and you have to ask permission. You know, for the Akashic Records, ask permission to the person if you can address their records. It's really cool though.
Yeah.
It's really wild.
Library
So,
director Walter Smith, as he takes us on a trip.
hey
to
Kevin,
meet featured
how are you?
goals
And
while
Linda
sharing his
and
experience with
Trish,
serving
this is
the community
awesome.
over 30
Happy
years.
to see you. Happy to see you
Learn
too.
all about quality programs
Time to do
and
some work.
High definition on AACS.com.
So today we have medium squared, right? Two mediums. Unless you want to do triple. You want to do medium triple? Like you can join in too and start doing readings.
Is he a medium as
hey,
well?
No.
Oh.
He goes with the flow. And welcome back to Through the Static. You think after a year I should know not to take a drink of water right before I'm supposed to start speaking, but I did. So here's the deal. I'm going to start on the calls. We have myself and we have Denise. And I said on Facebook Live that Denise out of nowhere one night just sends me this message and says, your father's here. And she told me a lot of stuff, but one of the things that stuck with me was she said he comes to you in Blue Jays. And for God's sake, Denise, that is so crazy because as I was saying on Facebook Live, every time I'm having like just, you know, like we all do, having like bad days or just issues. I look out the window, there's like a blue jay staring at me. I'm like, oh, it's Dad. Oh, Denise, Dad. So it's really cool. So we're just going to do this. We're going to go on the fly and whatever either one of us are getting, and if someone's just going with it, that will happen. But you know how I work, so Denise will do whatever
The first
she
call
wants.
is coming in anxious.
What? No anxiety. All right, so let's do this. Hello, this is Steven. Who's this? Hey, David. Listen, first of all, I'm so glad that you called, and for the listeners, and I know for Facebook Live, I kind of outed you anyway, David, without asking you, but I was too excited. David, I can't even tell you how talented you are. I know, of course, you want a reading, but I have to just say this. So David made a clay figure of me that I'll put on the next break. I'll put on at least Facebook Live, and then I'll put it on my mediumship page so that if anyone wants to go on there, people that are not on Facebook, I'll also put it on YouTube. So you don't have to go on Facebook, you can just go on YouTube. The details, David, I showed Mark, the producer, I showed Denise, who's here. Dave in the back, who took it, was flabbergasted. When I pulled it out, he's like, Dave in the back, his head was like right, so close to it. The specifics and the details, you are so, you should like be in California or someplace doing this.
Oh, you need to go big.
Yeah, David,
Yeah.
clearly that must be you holding back, because if you wanted to, this could be gigantic. Seriously, it could be gigantic. So, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know where I'm putting this, because it's like I want to see it every day. It's the coolest thing. I mean, how cool is it to have like a clay doll of yourself, right? Yeah. And David, my hair looks wonderful too. Let me just tell you. Yeah. The butterfly is so wild, just on my shoulder. It's the coolest thing. So I'm sure anyone else on hold is probably like, Steven, shut up and just read. So David and Denise, if you get anything, just jump in. But David, I can't remember. As I do readings, I never remember these readings. But Mom is who's the mom? Is mom crossed or here? She's here. So there's a woman. So it must be grandma who steps forward. But there's a grandmother who just said that she comes through every time you're with the medium. So I don't know if you see a lot of mediums, but all I can tell you is, well, maybe when you call here, but this grandmother. Oh, but Dad is definitely crossed, right?
Yeah, Dad's coming in.
Yeah, I could.
He was the first one.
Yeah, I could feel him stepping forward. So, David, who does? Why do I keep like I'm at a porch and someone's doing cement like a mason?
That's awesome.
Who's does someone do work like why do I keep seeing mason? A mason. Oh, get out of here.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh my God, David! Wow.
Yeah.
So know that dad is just like, oh, your father, Denise. You got him first, so I'm sure you can hear him.
Yeah, well, he had also showed me when you were talking about you need to go big with this. That's why I was like, oh, go big. That's what I heard. He's showing your feet in almost cement, in quicksand, like cement, and you're the one who's holding you back. Don't be nervous. Just go for it.
I love that, Denise. I love
Yeah.
it, David. Clearly, this is not even like on the fence. Clearly, looking at what you made, this is off the chain. Like it's off the chart. It's off the chain. I'm like 1984. I don't know where that came from.
That message is like so strong for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that for me anyway. Spirit never tells us what to do. But I think Spirit's, like Denise said, is sort of like saying to you, hey, listen, David, if that's something you want to do, you could clearly do that because it's so huge. And clearly also with your heart. I mean, for you to spend time doing that, and I know that's not just specific to me. I mean, I know this is you. This is who you are. It's giving back and helping. And it's just, your father just said that he brought up Mason, which is so cool because that's such a different name, right, for someone. And that's just... Oh, but do you have a niece also? Oh yeah, because your father's like, well, we can't leave.
Yeah, and, like,
Ava.
and was this his grandmother, the little old lady?
Yes.
Not old lady. Sorry, she's like yelling at me, going back and forth because she's like, "What happened? What happened to me?"
She's gonna pull your hair, Denise.
Yeah, she's like, "What happened to me?" And I'm like, "Wait, he knows. You're always in. The father has to talk right now."
Dave, I can't even tell you. I mean, I know you said you're close to your nephew and niece, but I can't even tell you the impact that you have on them because your grandmother just said what you're giving them really is like the moral compass, and to as they get older. To just have that sort of, not that their parents are not doing that, but it's different when you've got your uncle or your auntie, right?
A lot of
It's
hot
different.
energy comes out of him with it.
Exactly, David. It's different. Like kids will listen more. I mean, I don't want parents like emailing me at all. But no, seriously, like even for me, like uncle, auntie, like sometimes you need that to be able to express yourself, and you don't want to say it to mom or dad,
Yes,
right? I mean, that's what it's about. So they're just giving that as a huge shout out. David, did someone do something with corn? Why do I keep getting corn being shucked or like when you're in the supermarket and you're pulling to see if the corn's good? Oh my God, David, there it is. So tell me that's not your dad and your grandma all just saying, listen, David, we're with you. Yeah. So how wild is that? There's a nickname though. Who do you call them a nickname, or did you have a nickname? I don't know who it is, but someone's got a nickname. Oh, David, it is. How apropos, right? How exactly Denise is getting that validated. But how cool is that to bring that up when you just gave me a doll?
Something really quick. I know. You gotta go, but
no.
The top, like, so when the head comes in a little bit of a different color, does she have like dementia or Alzheimer's? Something with her memory, confusion? Okay, so she wants you to know that even though she wasn't there physically with her memory, but she was there spirit, even though she was still alive, like you can still be there in spirit. So she knows everything you did and said to her, and she just wants to say thank you so much. And it's funny because she's saying God bless you.
I love it. I love it, David. This, but is this okay? So was this mom's mom? Because I asked that because Dad's mom is on the right of Mason. She's stepping forward. Your other grandmother stepping forward, and she steps forward, David, very loving too, but different. So I don't know if she wasn't as close or wasn't around as long. Okay, so, and let me just make sure I clarify. That message was really just for clarification for you to know it's your grandma, your paternal grandmother. But let me just tell you, in spirit, this woman loves you, David. I mean, she makes up for not being as close to you as your other grandmother in spirit, always watching you and with you, and Are you looking for someone? Like, are you looking for a relationship?
Oh, never give up.
David, that's why I love that, Denise.
You're holding yourself back from so many blessings right now. Just let go.
And David, the reason why, even your father just said yes, bring that up, is that they don't want that. They don't, for you to actually say that puts that in the universe. You've got so much to give, and you can't remember the past, because the past is the past. You just have to just be, open and sort of like just surrender it to the universe. Because if they're also bringing it up, it's not just about saying, David, listen, we want you happy and stop saying I've given up. But there also has to be something that they're putting together, someone's doing like a brew for you, like to make someone good for you. But like Denise said, you also, you could have the perfect person plopped right in front of you, but if you're not in that mode, if you're not open to it, you're going to walk right by it. So it's just something that, your father just said to me, David, my son opens his heart to everybody, so he needs to open his heart to himself.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing. So David, thank you. I am going to put this on Facebook, the doll, because it is the coolest thing I think I've ever received, and I love it. Love it doesn't even describe the feeling to take a look at it in the details. I can't wait to actually get home and just look at it again, because there's so many details that I feel like I'm missing. So, but David, thank you for calling, and lots of love, and thank you again. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Oh, so let me show.
Oh,
Monica,
you did
their
have
calls?
it. You did have it. Okay.
Their calls? Well, listen. I gotta take over Elix. Elix, when he's with me, he's always
does
like,
he do all this? I'm
Mark's
just sitting here like, I don't know, I'm just gonna run
are
with
there
it.
calls? Yeah, right.
Well, thought came to my head just joking around with Felix, okay? I would say to him, there's an old broadcast adage that says, you never go on vacation because the person that replaces you while you're may replace you.
Denise, this is a gig now.
I know.
So, there you go. Felix can stay home and make you dinner, and Denise can come in.
He can make us both dinner.
Look at this.
Yeah, I heard he cooks good.
Look at. Oh, Denise, you're gonna have to come over. Like, look at this. I think Don or someone on Facebook just said you can't hear the callers, but on Facebook Live you can't. You have to, even though some people say that they can hear the callers, but I think Donna, it just popped up and I saw you say that, but Facebook Live is, Don, I know it is adorable, right? If you actually want to hear the callers really clear, like David and anybody else, you got to switch over to WARA.
Click on the link.
Exactly. But people tell me that they can hear the callers through my headphones, but look, it's incredible. And look at the necklace. What? Look
Oh,
at.
look at the little pockets in the back. How cute, little denim pockets.
Look at.
Got a minute?
Look at. I even have a cute bum. Look. Elix would be rolling his eyes right now.
Yeah, you would.
He'd be like, dear God, dear God, dear God. So, David,
It's funny,
thank you.
do you want to know what I have stuck in my head with Mark from Elix? Meat and potatoes from the last time I called you. I know he likes meat and potatoes.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because Elix gives him a hard time. I'm telling you, Elix even wasn't here. Wait till I tell him. And he's calling and was trying to interrupt your show with my phone.
Yeah.
And it was Elix.
Yep.
I didn't
We
even
still
get.
haven't done the dog cookies.
And that's what I bring to work.
Don't bring that up, Mark.
Oh, I ate them. You told me to
15
go.
seconds.
How long?
They were organic, so.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Back to. Can you guys hear the callers? Tell me. I know some people have said yes. I wish I could read these comments and. And welcome back to Through the Static. I am here with medium Denise Andrioli, and she came up from Rhode Island, right?
I did, yes.
My home state,
Yes.
right? And Elix is doing work. Mock's here, so let's go to the next caller. Hello, this is Steven. Hello, who's this? Lisa, how are you? And Lisa, you not only have me as the medium, you also have Denise, the medium. How's that?
Hi, Lisa.
So cool, right, Lisa? You got two for the price of one. And you know what I was going to say, Lisa, before I start with you? One of the coolest things I think that Spirit does with me, and I'm sure with you, Denise, and other mediums, is that I love when, with David, they bring experiences up that, like the corn.
Yeah.
Like to actually say that they were right there. It's so
Yes.
cool. It's so wild. So, Lisa, how are you? Good. Lisa's right to the point. I'm good. All right,
Yeah.
Steven, do the reading.
Tired? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What's well, okay, wow. Lisa, there's a lot coming in. The one thing that there's people here, right? I mean, I know there's people here that I'll tell you about, but the thing that is overwhelming, Lisa, are these cats. There's cats everywhere in Spirit. So you're a cat person? Okay. I was going to say, if you're not, you've got a lot of cat spirit following you. These are a lot of cats.
Lisa, sorry. I'm like, they're channeling me. I'm stuttering here. I'm getting son. I don't know if you had a son that passed away or something that was like a son. Does that make sense to you? Oh,
Wow.
okay. So that'd be the male energy that's coming in.
Wow. Lisa, I'm sorry to hear that. And, for myself too, I don't have children, and we have our dogs, and they are absolutely our kids. So it's not surprising that that happens, that they come through as Denise got him as a son. So it's a great thing to. How cool is it though that I start with the cats, and Denise narrows right in to the cat
did
that
say
just
son.
exactly that just crossed. And Lisa, it's a wonderful way to let you know that they're still, your beautiful boy is still with you. So I know how difficult it is to lose. People, animals, but just know that he's there. Lisa, is there did you lose a sister? Okay, because there's sisters. Well, there's one sister coming in now. Of course, I'm sure all two sisters are going to come in.
She's like right next to her, behind her, kind of.
Yeah, which is so great. It's just a way, Lisa, to know that they're all with you, especially with. When did you say the cat crossed a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Wow. Lisa, what's the 13? I'm sorry,
No,
Denise.
it's okay. Go for it.
What's the 13? When I get a number, Lisa, it's either the 13th of a month, someone's birthday, someone's anniversary. I don't know which month. It could be any month. Or it also could be, sometimes they'll split like 1-3 and it's January 3rd. But there's a connection with 1-3 with you. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, so it's reversed, as you were born on March 1st. Oh, there it is. Wow. So it's just make sure you know it's your sister's just giving that as a validation. Why are they saying you were like spoiled? Well, let me just tell you. But were you the baby or the one of the younger? Numbers.
Oh, wow.
There were 9 kids? Wow. Well, that's a younger one. Well, let me just tell you something, Lisa. Your sisters in spirit are saying you were spoiled. So, and very much laughing. They're also telling me, though, that you've got something really close. There's a birthday or anniversary. Really close. Perfect. So just know that they're also just giving you a happy anniversary, and which, of course, it makes your... So this is your husband is crossed? Oh, he's still here. Wow. Were you only married once? That's interesting. There's a guy here, but maybe it's one of your sister's husbands. So were both or one of them married? Well, who's Bob? But crossed? I didn't hear you. What, Lisa? Oh, so that's okay. So it's him then. It's him coming through. So it's just letting you know that he's here. Whether you know it or not, Lisa, you have you. I just heard your sister say you probably wouldn't necessarily believe this, but your energy is very open. That's why there's so many people coming into these. Can you feel like how many people are around? I mean,
Yeah,
it's confusing. There's just so many.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, Lisa, because there's so many loved ones that are with you all the time. It's very good, especially cousin Bob. So,
There's one thing that the sister is saying. Do you have issues with your immune system? Have you? Because when I had asked you if you were really tired, and it could just be that you're not really taking care of yourself right now. Yeah, so just make sure you're doing some things. Oh, okay.
oh, you had a stroke?
Okay, that would make sense. So what they're saying is to build up your immune system a little bit. Maybe you need some vitamins, but just I don't usually get medical stuff, but this is what they're saying. So just take care of yourself, rest, and take some vitamins, because your sister came in really clear and loud with that. I was very patient. I was letting Stephen do his thing, but that was the first thing that she had said to me.
That's great. That's great, Lisa. Just, make sure you get that everyone's with you. And I'm so sorry. At least you sound very good. And I'm glad that even though you experienced that, you're still here with us. And you sound great. And I thank you so much for calling. And just know that baby of yours, the one that Denise brought through your kid, and he's with you. Oh, you're welcome. Lots of love, Lisa. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi, who's this? Hello? Hey, Linda, how are you? I'm doing well. So you got me. You got this cutie next to me, Denise the medium, also. So this is exciting, right? 2 mediums. I love it. Oh, Linda.
Linda, were you on Facebook Live talking to us? Was that?
Thank you.
Were you somebody that had mentioned Laura? Laura comes in with her. Laura, when you were getting Laura.
Do you connect to a Laura?
Mm-hmm. And it might not be for you. It might be for somebody that you know. Keep in mind, sometimes you're the messenger, like we're the messenger, but you're the messenger. I don't know if that makes sense. Because one of your friends is coming in very close to you. So it might be a message for one of your close friends.
Yeah, just keep it with you, Linda. So, so Linda, let me start with there's military coming in because they're making me look at the flag outside, and which just means, but it feels like it's a grandpa who's stepping forward. So, was I mean, I know that a lot of that generation was in military, but do you remember, Linda, somebody like grandpa, somebody in the military? Okay, perfect. But was somebody dressed? I don't know. But he was dressed when he crossed.
In the uniform, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you talking about? So Uncle Bill was another one in the military? You. Oh, there it is, Linda. Okay, I got it. So I just, someone just stepped forward and just talked about it, kept showing me him with the uniform on. So I knew there would be most likely some kind of contact there. There's Linda, there's also Anne. Who's the A name connected to you? Like Anne? It's an A. It's an A name. And it go ahead. But she is, because this one's crossed. So is she crossed? Okay, so I know it's probably not like one person that you would think would be like first or second coming through, but Auntie Anne is just stepping forward. So she's just letting you know that she's here. But your husband is here. So Auntie, I don't know if your husband would believe in spirit, but so this is his aunt, right? His Auntie Anne is just giving a big wave. Who's got the heart issue?
Yeah.
Okay, but your sister's here? Yeah. Yeah, I could tell. That's why I was asking, is she still here? Because I feel like the heart palpitations and did she have a procedure? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So it's just make sure, Linda. It's just letting you know that everybody is. This is Dad. Dad. I mean, I know you said he's crossed. He's crossed, right? Okay. He's just letting you know that he's watching over. I don't know if this is Mom. Is Mom crossed? Because your mother's stepping forward. And she just said Linda would think I was first coming through, but she's letting your mother's being very sweet, and letting Auntie Anne and everybody else come through. I love your mom's energy, but your dad is just making sure. Are there three of you?
No.
Well, who's got three kids? Where's three? Three.
My husband, there were 3 boys and my husband's family.
Did one pass?
Yeah.
So just know that he's also. Is it a brother? Oh yeah, you said brother who's coming through too. So I just heard 3. So it's a way that the spirit's piggybacking on both of us.
He's right there.
Right. Yeah, Denise is like he's right here.
right there.
Yeah. It's a crowded studio here, Linda. So it's just everybody letting you know that they're with you and watching. Your dad though. There's just 2 things I got to tell you. Your dad talks about. Was there a coin collection? Oh my God, Linda. Well, I talked to your husband last week. I love this. I love that you called. That's beautiful. So know that they're just giving that as a validation. And Linda, what's with the telephone? We have on our desk here in the studio, there's a long wire, and I think it's I don't know if that's the one of the headphone wires, but your father keeps talking about bring up the telephone wire or a long, like when do you understand? Right. I love it. Linda, I love it. It's Dad giving this beautiful memory for you and just saying that how much he loves you and how much he's watching your sister. So just the Spirit's doing as much as they can. I think we have to take a break. So Linda, thank you so much and lots of love.
Thank you both so much.
Oh, thank you. And we'll be
Thank
back.
My hair.
What was that?
I got her brother-in-law here. And he's
I
like,
love it.
My hair. And I'm like, I don't know. This isn't what's coming through yet.
I love it. See how fast this goes?
Yeah.
There's one
Oh,
segment left.
yeah. Wow.
This hour goes by so fast. So what's going on?
Can I give her the message from her brother?
Of course, Denise.
Hi. This is so weird. Like now I'm right here. Whoa. So Linda, obviously, hopefully you're watching this. Your brother is still here, and he kept talking about his hair. So usually it comes in kind of curly to me. So two things: it could have been really important to him, or something might have happened with his head, which caused his passing. And it's just kind of confirmation that it's him and he's here. Your husband has a hard time with that sometimes, so just go easy with him, and that's what he's saying. Because he doesn't really speak up. Your husband doesn't really talk about things. So that's his message.
Wow, that's great. One of the good things is hopefully, I never know who's. Linda's the one that said she was on Facebook, right? I think was that Lisa. I can't remember.
I don't know. I missed that part apparently. I was like tuned in with you.
Well, but Denise,
I don't remember.
When we're tuned into Spirit and then giving messages, it's so hard. Elix always says I'm in a zone, like
And I don't remember half the stuff I say.
Me
It
too.
just comes out and I don't remember.
That's for everyone on Facebook Live. Like when Denise and I were just saying that when we do readings, one of the things, and I think they do it purposely, is that like once I say something, pretty much like a minute later, it's erased from my mind. And I think why Spirit does it, and it's just my opinion, and I could be wrong, is that you have regulars come.
Yes, you don't remember what you told them.
But I think it's purposely because for me anyway, the hardest people to read are the people closest to me.
Yes.
Because if I know, like even if I started reading Mark, like I know Mark's mom's here, dad's here, like right away it plays with my mind. Like if there's a woman stepping forward, I'm like, okay, I know Mark's mother's here, so it's got to be a grandmother, and I start second guessing it. The best readings are like someone I don't know at all, and because then I just let it free fall. 15 seconds.
And you'll have about 12 minutes.
So hopefully I'll get through two. Is it 2 calls waiting?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so I am going to do my best to get to both of these calls, or will get through.
Okay.
Denise, I always have to write the names down because I forget. As soon as someone
Well,
calls.
I was stuttering because they were trying to talk through me, and I gotta be honest, I hate when they channel through me. It scares me.
Too bad. They're gonna.
I know, they try to come through me, and I start getting dizzy.
And good afternoon, and welcome back to Through the Static. I got to tell you, I am having the best time with this medium here, this cutie Denise. I'm so happy that you came, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you for
You are
inviting
definitely
me.
coming back on. Absolutely.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Whether you want to or not, you're coming back on. All right, so let's go to the next call. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. It's Diana. Hi, Denise.
Hi.
Hey, Diana, how are you?
Great.
It's kind of.
I got through.
And you're on Facebook earlier when Denise said hi, Diana.
Yes.
I'm like, you know Diana, and she's like, oh no, I'm just saying hi. I'm like, oh wait a minute, I look at your name, and I'm like, oh, from Facebook Live,
Yes.
I know Diana.
Yeah.
So this is a great thing. So, Diana, where do I?
Did your dad pass away? Sorry, Stephen.
No,
He's a little pushy. I'm like, he just pushed my shoulder and was like, tell her. I'm like, okay. And
Dad's
I
here.
Totally cut Stephen off. He's really close to you right now. He's standing like right next to you, right near the right side of you. Like almost like protecting you, like right on top of you. Sometimes they do that. Was he really religious? Yeah, so because sometimes they come in and pray against me. I'm like, no, I'm okay. So it's almost like he's protecting you right now, just to make sure everything's is good. He's also saying that his passing was really hard for you, and you still struggle with it. And he doesn't. they always like, don't cry, but it's like hard, you're
It
human.
is.
But he doesn't want you to cry over the memories. And when you think of him to like cry and be sad, he really wants you to start celebrating life a little bit more in his honor. Does that make sense to you?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And he
That's
says
good.
to get out of your head. You're always thinking. He says she needs to just get out of her head a little bit, and also to spend some time outside. Okay, yeah. He says you're your best when you're outside, especially in your trees.
And Diana, like the greatest thing is if you step back, just knowing that your dad is here, just chatting, and he's always with you. Did he smoke? Oh yeah, I can smell the smoke. I wasn't sure what it was, but it's just letting him. Oh, Diana, that's why I can smell it. It was just like I can smell smoke. I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe. I mean, I hope this was legal, whatever he was doing, right? It was a pipe, right? So it's good. It's all good. But Diana, when Denise was talking, your father kept bringing up fences. When I see fences in as a sign, did they show me like either property? Or was there something with property that either something with property lines or a fence putting up, or why does your father keep showing me property? Like sometimes also I get that when like there's issues, and this could be also in the past, like way in the past, but sometimes.
It wasn't as because my grandfather built 3 houses, and the house that we lived in was supposed to be for us. But then when they passed away, my aunt, when she passed away, the house had to be sold. So my mother came to live with us.
Oh,
He put up fences.
wow. Yeah.
Put up fences, and it looked ridiculous. So he probably told me that.
Diana, exactly. That's why I kept seeing fences. Yeah, your father's got a great sense of humor too, and your father's very funny too, because he just said to me, "If I have a choice between coming through you or this cutie, I'm picking this cutie." That's why he was like, "Oh no,
He was showing me
he's
the
all
for
Denise."
sale sign.
Yeah, he's all Denise. He's like, "Look at her hair," because she's adorable. But
Charming the spirits.
Diana, thank you so much for calling. I will leave you with lots of love, and thank you again.
Thanks again.
Alrighty, bye bye.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Steven. Hello. Hello, who's this? Hello.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Yes.
there you are.
Hi, who's this? Can you hear us? Okay, who is this? Oh, Steve, how are you? Good. Well, we couldn't hear you at the beginning, so, or were you just playing with us and not wanting to talk to us? Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Well, the thing is, when you're on hold, Steve, you can hear the other callers before you, so that's what it is. So it's all good. You're here now, so that's all that matters. So there's a very, very strong presence of is this mom crossed? Is your mother crossed? Is your mother passed away? Okay, so the reason why I'm asking is that as soon as I tuned into you, Steve, your mother was standing right next to you. Well, she was a mother figure. I thought it was mom, and she's standing right next to you.
She's showing me shopping bag. Does she like to shop? Like grocery shop? Oh, okay. I'm like,
well, if we're lucky, all
Yeah,
mothers do,
yeah.
right? I mean, Steve, that's what it is. Where's the cancer come in? Does she cross from cancer? No, so someone who is it? Dad with cancer? Who? Someone keeps telling me they want to get validated, and they crossed from cancer. They died from cancer. Oh, perfect. So it's Dad just letting you know. Steve, did somebody have something amputated? Yeah, is your cousin in spirit or here? Okay, so know that it's just cousin. I could feel like an arm or a leg, something was taken off. So just know, was this a leg? Okay, so it's just your cousin letting you know that, hey Steve, I'm here. So he wants to let you know that he's here. When I was asking about and David, Donna, who's the D? Who's D connected to you? Is this a friend of yours? Like a buddy? Yeah, well, just it's not always family. It's just I'm sure Duke just wants to let you know that he's was he in military? Why does he have? Yeah, because he's showing me the uniform on him, and and when I see the salute, it just means military. So he's letting you know that he said he had a lot of good times with you too, Steve. So yeah, sometimes a little crazy. Was there the Orient? Did he go to the Orient? Do you know? This is very. Oh, there it is. So it's your cousin back again, because I could feel like very Asian around me, and it was like the location. So just letting you know that he's coming through. There's also 5. Were there 5 kids? Steve has to count. Okay, so if it wasn't 5 kids, because it doesn't give me exact that it's actual children. There's something, Steve, what's in May or the 5th of a month? I mean, I know sometimes people don't remember dates, but I keep getting, your mother keeps showing me 5. Or she was from 5, but there's a 5 connection with your mom. So just keep it with you. I don't know if you're getting anything else, Denise.
Honestly, I'm getting something about baseball. Does that make sense to you? Like I'm being shown a baseball cap. Like it could just be like Boston. I'm not familiar. I think it's the Boston Red Sox logo. So I don't know if somebody was from Boston or they went into baseball. When you were talking about his friend, that's when that was coming in. When they had a really good time.
Yeah, maybe like a baseball game, baseball fan,
Sports.
something like that, Steve. Okay, well,
Just hold on to it.
just keep it. Make sure you keep it with you. It's just all your loved ones, just letting you know. There's a dog. You had a dog. Oh yeah, I mean, even if you said no, I'd say Steve, you're lying, because there's a dog here, because he's on your lap, and he's a good size. He's not a tiny like Chihuahua. He's like medium to large. He's a good sized dog. Oh, what was he? Oh, that's a good size. Yeah, no, I love it. And Walter, where's the W come in for you? Walter, Wilma, there's the dog. Was there a dog with a name with the W or a breed, like a Weimaraner or something? Usually when dogs come through, they give me a letter. It's their name or it's their breed, but there's a W. Well, just know, Steve, that Weimaraner is coming to say hi. So, but listen, we're out of time. Thank you so much for calling, and you have a great day, and I leave you with a lot to love. Thanks, Steve. So we're like a minute left. Denise, did this fly by?
It did. It flew really quick.
I had the best time with you. Thank you for coming. Seriously.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for doing what you did in the readings and telling people. It was pretty cool, and it's seriously, I've done this show. July 25th will be a year.
I remember.
And
you
I've
were
never
doing it.
had another guest in here again, except non-humans, because I bring dolls and and plus a medium, which was so cool, and I've been so excited when you said yes.
Yes.
So, but give your web, if people want to, how they get in touch with you for readings.
Actually, it's JaniceTheMedium.com, or
Perfect.
You can find me on Facebook, Denise Andreoli. Hopefully there's not more than one medium named Denise Andreoli out there. Just look for the hair.
Well, exactly.
Just look for the curly hair. Or the
is-
blue jay. I have a blue jay as my symbol.
Oh, just like my
Yeah.
dad, you told me. I love this. So listen, we'll be back next week. I was going to say the Puerto Rican, because that's automatic. That comes out Coach Elix will be back. Well, he is from Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Elix, I miss you. I can't wait to see you Friday, and we'll be back next week. Make sure you go to my website, Stephen the Medium, for tickets. You don't want to miss the Attleboro Elks. It's going to be an incredible night. Mark's going to be there. Mark's mother's going to
Great
be there.
price.
Hopefully, Denise is going to be there. She'll be my
Yes.
guest to come. It will be terrific, and you're going to get a CD from me, and it's my first CD. And believe me, there's so much good stuff on it. You want to have it. So, all right. So, thank you, everybody, and have a great, great week.
Thank you. It really is a really good price for you.
Thank you, Facebook Live, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.